So I'm almost finished with the safari shirt. I'm just busy with the buttonholes quickly, and then I just need to put on the buttons, and then it is finished. I can iron it. I'm really satisfied with how the buttonholes are turning out. They really look nice. I did one test sample just to make sure that I'm happy with everything, but the way they're turning out now, it looks very nice actually. I just want to get it, line it here now. But I'm glad I'm almost finished with it, because I want to start with the rest, and I don't want to waste more time on this shirt. I need to start cutting, because the rest, because I want to go soon and buy more textile so that I can finish. But I'll first finish the black that I've got, and then I'll see. Maybe I'll buy. I'm definitely buying more brown and blue, and then maybe I'll do more black, but I'm definitely going to do some polyester type as well. But I think the buttonholes are turning out beautifully. The stitch quality, you know, this machine of mine, it's an entry-level machine. It's one of the cheapest machines that you can purchase, but it's a South African brand, but it's no longer a South African brand. It used to be a South African brand, but the quality of the buttonholes are really excellent. You know, I don't think they're the best when it comes. Maybe it's not the best, like if you do industry buttonholes or you sew the buttonholes with your hand. But for an entry-level machine, I think the buttonholes really look good. You can see there, that's very good. The stitches looks good. Very nice buttonholes, nothing wrong with it. I think maybe I think I said in a previous video, if you sew the buttonholes and you sew them by hand, they might look nicer. I think it's possible, but it's not bad for the machine buttonhole. The only thing with this machine, it's a 4-step buttonhole machine, so it's not a 1-step where you just turn the dials once and it does the work for you. And I've done some research on these machines, and I think, you know, if you can buy an industrial machine, that will probably be better. But those machines are too expensive. And the other machines that I looked at was the Singer machine, the Brother machines, and the Singer machines. Not the heavy duty machines, the normal Singer machines, but the electronic machines. And the foot that those machines are using for the buttonholes, that foot looks perfect to me. These other machines, like even just the normal heavy duty machines, I don't know, that the foot that they use with those machines is just a plastic foot like this one, and I don't think it is when I look at those other more expensive machines, like the Singer and the Brother, if you look at the foot that they use for those machines, that machine looks like it's supposed to That machine has got a proper foot for buttonholes. You can somewhere see that you can put any cloth through it and you're not going to have troubles. You won't have to help the cloth through or anything. So yeah, I hope this buttonhole is now fine, because I moved it around here. Now let me just check it here quickly. Where is my beginning? Okay, let me continue here. So it's big button, proper button foot feet that they've got. So I'll rather, you know, if you have more money and you can wait and save, then buy a machine that's going to do proper buttonholes for you. Because a lot of these other machines, they really look to me just like the quality cannot be good. Even some of those, I looked at some of the button foots on the cheaper Elna machines, and you know, that's just a waste of money. So I think if I buy a buttonhole machine, or a machine that does buttonholes, one-step buttonholes, I'll just go and first take a safari shirt to them and tell them, listen here, yes, this is the shirt. Let us do buttonholes and see how it does. And if I'm happy with it, I'll buy it. Okay, so now we finished with the buttonholes. This machine doesn't have a button foot for the buttons, so I've got another method that I use there, but at least the buttonholes are finished now. I'm going to open them up, clean them and open them up. And then position the buttons and get it over and done with, so that this machine can be, the shirt can be ironed. I want to wear it tomorrow. But I think this shirt turned out lovely. With the safari shirts, when it comes to the collars, I'm going to make a separate video with regard to the collars, because I've now finally settled the method. After a few months, I've settled the method that I want to use for the collars, and now I integrate this front facing in here, and now I like it to look at the back. All the stitches are nice at the back, and here in front as well. It's nicely integrated. Now I've used several methods that they showed on the internet, but I've decided on this method. It's my own method, and I think it is a much better method. And you use twill tape here, and the entire shirt is rounded off properly here. It looks good. Normally, what I would do in the past, I would integrate this front facing into the seam itself. But the problem that you then sit with is you have to attach the collar separately then at the end. Now the entire method, it's much easier. You attach the collar, and I'm going to do a full video on this. And I'm doing the video not only for people who are watching the channel, but I'm doing the video for myself so that I don't forget how to do it. It's going to be a step-by-step video for this collar, because this collar gets attached. The full collar gets attached before it gets turned, and before this front facing gets placed on and the twill. And it's a much better method. I think I like this method. It integrates nicely here on the side. It integrates beautifully there with this front facing that's sticking out, and specifically here you don't have any trouble. It looks professionally done. And here at the back as well, your stitch must be right so that it goes there. So when you do the top stitch for the soldier seam, you top stitch there, and then it's integrated and it looks good. So I'm going to stick to that method. I'm going to make a video for myself because I tend on forgetting how it's done. So next now for me is to open up these buttonholes. I just want to make sure that they're placed correctly. So I'm first going to stitch on the buttons, and then I'll do the buttonholes. The buttons that I bought this morning, it's in the shop it looks black, but when you hold it against this black, it's got a black brown shine to it, but difficult to see. But yeah, so I think these buttons are going to look nice with this. Okay.